All right, so here's an interesting turn of events. Through trying to get Office 2 playtested and just sort of participating in the Source Engine Discord, I came across a user by the name of Simi, and Simi wanted help working on a map together. He had already done a lot of work to try to make a gray box of this map, which he originally called DE Police. Um, the intent seemed to be eventually settling on like a Federal Bureau of Investigation type office and sort of the car park opposite of the main building. So this main layout was his work. I think at some point I started to make suggestions or changes. I think I worked on some parts of the map, like main and bomb site A, while he worked on bomb site B. But yeah, this gray box stage is pretty early, and but you know, the beginnings of a layout was here. We had our mid location with a sniper nest for terrorists. CTs would come through here as the fastest route to an engagement. There's this side route here with the squeaky door, and the squeaky door leads out over here to the parking garage, and the bomb site is not actually here, although I think that could have worked pretty nicely. I think it used to be, but we decided to push it all the way up here instead. I don't know how I feel about the bomb site being up here. I think it was downstairs at some point earlier, but we really wanted to work with and convey the like car park theme as best as possible. I don't know, something about it was interesting. We made sure to include lots of cars to try to sell the effect, and a police car stopped here even, maybe to give some context as to why the SWAT team is showing up. Here we've got sort of a CT area where this is where they see the middle. They can go across over here to the opposite bomb side like it is in Cache, sort of a highway. Or they can go through that side door, but it's pretty slow compared to CTs just showing up on site and actually being able to occupy it well before the Ts are able to. For the Ts and this A site, I think this is A. I'm just going to keep calling it A from now. I probably said B previously. They can head out back here. They have a fountain and sort of this space where they can sometimes have engagements. Oh, this has no draw on it. There's a ladder over here where they can climb up and get quicker access to the top of the car park. Well, maybe not quicker access. I think the fastest route is out through here and yeah, coming up here and then being able to plant. The timings we hadn't really figured out just yet because it's early gray box, but I'll get to the rest of the details and then move to the map where we did actually test a lot more timings. I think this map had a lot of inspirations from Cache, you know, ergo the truck that's over here. And then Ts have a choice of being able to enter through the dark passage. There's this side location here, and I don't know, they can make the choice again if they want to over here. And then a squeaky door that opens up onto the B site. This is the B site. I think this is actually missing a bomb plant zone. Yeah, this is missing a bomb plant zone. But I think the idea was to have this big wide open courtyard, and in the meantime, the CTs could exit through onto this location and sort of have a heaven to fight the bomb side with. Again, more Cache inspiration. There's the highway that connects over here where people going from highway could go straight onto site, or they could go into CT and up onto heaven. They could go into CT itself and try to rotate, except this rotation is just maybe the most atrocious sightline I've ever witnessed. And then back over to up here for A site. But you can see that the distances are incredibly long. It's not very ideal for trying to keep things tight and being able to rotate and all the other fun stuff that comes with the map. I think I was the one who suggested this be raised in some capacity, but I wasn't really sure. But, you know, we were starting to collaborate and put this map together in pieces. I think I added the stuff that's in this room as like a restaurant with like a little as a serving desk. And this would be an alternate way to enter from mid onto the A site besides the highway, you know, as a way for if Ts want to get onto A site but they don't want to take the main route, then they have that option as well. So they end up sort of at this staging area just before the real site, but it does serve the same purpose as highway, it's just safer. I kind of like this idea actually. Maybe I might use this sometime in the future. Just a highway, but then there's like a safer location to enter optionally, but it's really predictable if you know that's where you're going, and maybe there's more blind corners for you to get tripped up on. It's like a one-person wide gap, not really sure. So with all of that, we can move on to the next stage of where this map went.